Good evening. Sorry to interrupt the reception, but we wanted to take a few minutes to celebrate Mark and Sarah in our own way. My name is Craig Westervelt. My associate over here is Patrick Ahern, and we've put together a program for you looking at some photos of Mark and Sarah over the years that I think will really sum things up, and I think it'll be clear that they were meant to be together. And with that, let's get right into it. 1950s TV enthusiasts descended on the Museum of Broadcast Communications this past weekend for the annual tribute to the Howdy Doody Show. At the event, plans were announced for a remake of the show, and newcomer Mark Rizzolo was introduced in the role of Howdy Doody. Documentarian Ken Burns has signed an exclusive deal with A&E to air his latest documentary, Growing Up Serial Killer Clown, the Sarah Craig story. In addition, Burns will continue his work with another production, The Mary Lou Retton Story, starring Rosemary Craig as Mary Lou Retton.
The hot new accessory at this year's playground convention was the Ghetto Cat, which can lower a child's self-esteem, teach a child to smoke, and comes with a free tetanus shot. Yet another in a long line of setbacks for stray cats.
Ghetto Cat.
2 students were arrested today on the campus of St. Bonaventure University for unidentified crimes. When the judge asked the students for their plea, they pled safety school. In lieu of jail time, the court sentenced the 2 perpetrators to spend the entire day adding up their SAT scores without the use of a calculator.
Ghetto Cat? Do you write that yourself?
1950s.
Police in Allegheny County were called in to subdue an unruly restaurant patron after the man ferociously attacked a young mother and her child and demanded to be fed baby food. When asked by police to show ID, the man whipped out his La Leche League membership card, got Mother's Milk bumper sticker collection, and breast pump. In a statement to NBC Sports about Sarah Craig improving her gymnastic skills, legendary coach Bella Caroli commented, "She can start by getting rid of the belt. There is no place for a belt in women's gymnastics."
What type of accent was that? Was that
Romanian.
I caught a little German in that.
No. That was Romanian, Eastern European.
Huh.
Yeah.
Nadia
Comaneci.
Comaneci,
Yeah. Perfect 10, right?
Yep.
When asked by the best man about what he thought of marrying a girl nicknamed Bitchface, Mark paused and said, "F*** you."
In an interview with the Lifetime Network, Sarah Craig admitted Tuesday that she has a severe phobia of frogs. This furthers the truth that Mark is not even close to being a prince. This week, to celebrate its 30th anniversary, snack maker Nabisco launched its Triscuit recliner. Like its predecessor, the Triscuit Curtain, the recliner is not recommended for children with wheat allergies.
A small upstate New York town that is being overrun by drunk middle-aged women has offered a $100 reward for each woman captured and turned in. It sounds like a job for a wannabe Irishman. I mean, give me a break with the "Kiss Me I'm Irish" t-shirt. What's next? The hat with the ponytail?
Yeah, you know, that goes out the back.
Yeah.
Those are good at
I
fairs
love
and
those.
stuff.
You have one of those.
State fair.
Right?
Yeah.
And this year's Grammy for Biggest Comeback Band goes to White Boy Christmas. I think, yeah, pretty sure they wrote Ghetto Cat. It's their favorite song. It's their best song.
I'm trying to get going here. Stating safety concerns, the FAA confirmed reports it had rerouted air traffic over the Finger Lakes region for several hours today. The FAA expressed concern the reflection of the sun off Mark and Sarah's bodies might blind pilots in the region. Authorities are asking for your help in identifying these 4 men known as the Yellow Snow Gang. It is believed these men are responsible for a rash of public urination targeted specifically at snowmen. When asked what he thought of the suspects being on the run, Frosty the Snowman remarked, "Man, I hope they catch these bastards. It's one thing to be a dog, but it's another if it's a human."
You know, what's interesting is, well, I mean, let's face it, you and I aren't exactly the most, tan guys around. But, I mean, Mark, that guy, from what I understand, he can't even spend more than like 30 minutes outside at a time. Might as well live in a bubble. He goes to the Outer Banks, he hangs out inside, plays video games.
Even if he wore a shirt in the Outer Banks, flannel shirt, it would only be 57 and he'd still get burned.
Yeah.
He needs an astronaut suit.
In a burst of innovation, Staples determined if it could create a business dress that combined a highlighter with a Motel 6 window drape, it could put Office Depot into bankruptcy. Ladies and gentlemen, the rest is history. A new study by the New England Journal of Medicine has found that couples who consume red wine together outside water treatment plants were more likely to be considered white trash than couples who engage in more traditional wine drinking at home, at a restaurant, or on a wine tour.
This week, Nintendo launched a new game for the Wii system called Mario Kart 2, which is an enhanced edition of a very successful go-kart racing game. And with just a few hours of practice, you'll go from looking like this to looking like this. In a recent study, PETA reported it had successfully begun curbing the country's growing rabbit population by upwards of 50%. They claim it is a direct result of getting male rabbits intoxicated on malt liquor and disguising female rabbits as hookers.
That's what that was, a hooker?
I don't know.
I couldn't tell what that costume was. That was really odd.
I just know it was a rabbit dressed up.
It was like a 70s hoe. I mean, I guess it was a hooker. On a recent tour of Washington, D.C., Mark mistook the Washington Monument for a smokestack. As the couple approached the Lincoln Memorial, Mark expressed incredible disbelief that Lincoln could sit in that chair for that long.
Is that true?
Oh, yeah. Totally true. A new study says that stuffing your face with donuts before an athletic competition is not only good for your heart, but can improve your overall performance. Defeating the study, these guys. Whoa. That's nasty.
The New York City Health Department has fined the Arby's restaurant chain over $5 million stemming from an admission that Arby's fries have been organically but illegally grown on the head of a girl living in Rochester, New York. In an attempt to diversify its product line and grow its penetration into the construction market, Black & Decker announced Tuesday it will be introducing several new mascots. They are calling them a complete set of tools.
A top Santa Claus advisor claimed this week that its Irish Elf internship program called Santa's Helpers has come to an abrupt end. Citing irreconcilable differences between Santa and his chief intern, the advisor described the intern as selfish and only interested in his own toy. His own toy.
Toy.
One of these toys. Well, with that, on a serious note, congratulations, Mark and Sarah. Hopefully you enjoyed this little look back at some of your finer moments. If we had a drink, we would toast you guys. Cheers. Have fun. Enjoy the reception. And
It's nice to meet you guys.
We'll talk to you later. I'll be at table 18.